In an ideal world, we would brush our cat's teeth every day. It's the best way to prevent periodontal disease. In some cats this is possible, in some it just isn't. It really depends on the character of the cat. Here are some tips to make it as successful as possible. Hi, I'm Matt Young from Companion Animal Vet Hospital, and you're watching Ask the Vet, our family pet care video series. It's your guide to the latest information and best practices to help you care for your family pet. By 3 years of age, around 70% of cats will have periodontal disease. This is the build-up of bacteria, plaque and infection in the gums, which leads to pus, pain and tooth loss. The best way to prevent periodontal disease is by brushing your cat's teeth daily. Not all cats will accept having their teeth brushed, but if you can get them to accept it, it's a good thing to do. If it's going to cause too much distress for your cat, it's better to find another way to keep their teeth clean, which I'll go through at the end of this video. Start brushing at a young age. It is much easier to train a cat to accept having their teeth brushed if they are young. Older cats can still be trained to accept it, but they tend not to accept change as well as a young kitten does. The first thing to do is to get the cat familiar with you playing around in their mouth. Just as with any other form of training, it's very important to reward them to make sure that they understand what you want them to do. For some cats, they might like a treat, others prefer a pat or a brush. Stroke them in places they are comfortable with, such as the cheeks or the back of the head. Use progressive touch. Rather than just grabbing straight at their mouth, place your hand on the cat and commence patting. Slowly advance your hand position toward the mouth, continuing to reward with lots of pats. Once at the mouth, lift the lip on the side. Don't just yank their mouth open. If they resist, back off and start again. Remember to take your time and not to do things too quickly. Toothbrushing is not an emergency, and we need to make this a positive experience for the cat. It might take weeks or even months of repetition to get to the point where you can actually brush the teeth. Brush their teeth on an elevated surface like a table, bathroom bench, or a sink. Cats like to feel in control. Having them elevated allows them to see what's going on. Don't hide the brush from them. If you suddenly produce a weapon like a toothbrush, they're going to get surprised, feel out of control, and use their weapons on you. The idea is to slowly introduce the finger into their mouth, the toothbrush, the toothpaste, and brushing. Don't be afraid to admit defeat. Even if you can just use toothpaste, just use a finger without a brush, or can only do it once a week, it's still better than nothing, and you can only do what you can do. So, if you can't brush, what are the alternatives? The best and most successful way is by using Hill's TD food. That is a special dental diet. The biscuits are bigger than normal food, and as well as this, they don't just crumble away like a normal biscuit does. The tooth digs into the biscuit, and the special fibres in the biscuit scrape against the tooth to clean it. It's a complete and balanced diet, so there's not really anything else that you need to feed. Another alternative is to feed some greenies. Cat greenies are hard little biscuits shaped like fish, and most cats love them. They will often hear the sound of the packet and come running. They are a great treat to use as a reward for training. A few greenies a day will help to remove some of the plaque. So in summary, cleaning a cat's teeth to prevent periodontal disease is all about compromise. In order to be successful, you need to work with your cat rather than against it, and choose the method that is going to be most successful in the long run. Get started with keeping your cat's teeth clean with one of our cat dental starter kits. If you've got any questions about anything you've seen in this video, then leave them in the comments below or hit us up on Facebook Messenger.